Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of KU Pod Squad. I'm Jigyasa, your host for today, and today we have someone truly special with us, Mr. Abhishek Nath. He comes from one of the Ahmedabad's most iconic lineages and has turned his passion for cars into a mission, restoring vintage and classic automobiles and keeping motoring heritage alive. He is also the co-founder of Gujarat Vintage and Classic Car Club, bringing car lovers together across the state. Let's talk about his journey, the revolutions in the automotive world, and what students like us can take away from his experience. Abhishek sir, we welcome you to KU Pod Squad.
Thanks, Keith. Thank you so much for having me here.
तो माय फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन आपसे यही है कि आपको इतना इंटरेस्ट कैसे आ रहा है रिस्टोरिंग में, आपकी जर्नी क्या रही अब तक?
So my journey basically started almost 15 years back.
Okay.
I was in Australia pursuing my tourism hotel management course, and then I started working there and worked for tourism for some time. And then I came to India with hopes of working with my family business. That was, of course, a automobile workshop.
Mm-hmm.
So that is where I started working on vintage cars along with my dad. And today I'm continuing the legacy.
Okay, that's amazing to hear. And आपने एक लाइन बोली थी कि आपके blood.
In our family, everybody says that, don't have blood in your vessels, you've got oil in your vessels.
That's
So that's what I'm also continuing with.
okay. And since this club started very first में, तब से इतने old time से लेके अब तक क्या changes आ रहे हैं?
So this club was actually started in Gujarat Vintage and Classic Car Club. Actually started in 2012. So my father, along with a few of his friends and myself, we started this club in 2012. And since then, we have been doing a lot of events all over Gujarat for vintage cars.
Okay, got it. So while restoring the cars, this is a very tough job because एक तो parts मिलने का मुश्किल है, उसकी originality cars की कैसे रखते हैं? What are the challenges that you face currently?
See, we try to maintain the originality as much as possible for the cars because that is what the character of that car was.
Correct.
So every car has its own challenges, and thanks to technology today, a lot of things we are being able to remanufacture them, and due to our internet services being so, the world has become so small, we are being able to source a lot of parts from the origin of the car maker as well. So both the things together is making our job much easier now than before.
And what are some challenges that you're facing nowadays?
The
Of technology still.
I think the highest level of challenges that we are facing is now skilled labor. So which I keep telling everybody who comes to me for restoration of vehicles. I am facing a lot of issues with skilled labor, and so are everybody else also. Today, there are no good tin makers in the industry. So basically, who were doing denting or who were mending metals, there are nobody left. Good quality painters are not there. Then there's nobody who can actually make a wiring harness from scratch. These cars don't have ready-made wiring harnesses available. So all these challenges we do face. We are trying to develop and train a few people, but not a lot of people are wanting to get into the scenario.
Okay, got it. अभी since hybrid cars आ रही है, electric cars आ रही है, petrol और diesel तो चल ही रहा था, तो where do you see the vintage car का lineage going on now?
See, vintage car lovers will always be old school, and they will keep supporting the ICE engines, as in the ICE motors. So for us, the thrill of hearing that sound, that vibration is necessary to keep the cars running, or for us to be happy, And then the EVs are great. They're fantastic, no doubt. But for us, it is still the motors that make the difference.
That's correct. So, for the students who want to get involved into this sector and जिनको cars के बारे में और जानना है, where can they start from? उनका starting point कहाँ से होना चाहिए to get to know about more cars and join all these clubs and make contact?
See, what I would suggest is, first of all, if you're interested in vintage cars, go visit a lot of museums in the city. We have a fantastic museum in Ahmedabad also, the Auto World Museum, Dastan. It is a institution by itself because it's got cars ranging from as old as 1900s, 1904s till almost 70s, and all in means there are a lot of one coach built cars. So designers should be, it is a very aspirational place to go to. Then there are a lot of other museums also around the country which you can go and visit, like the GD Museum in Coimbatore, the National Transport Museum in Gurgaon. So I think you should go and visit these museums, see, if you have that passion to sacrifice and work endlessly to preserve these old vehicles, and then you should get into it and, develop a skill. As said in the earlier question, develop a skill around these things, and definitely you will have a, audience or a market to cater to.
Okay, speaking of skills, restoration के लिए what are the most important skills that one should get on with?
So restoration, see, is a full-on project where we basically dismantle the entire car. So the car is basically the body is separate, all and each and every small accessory is removed, each and every nut bolt of the car is removed, the chassis is removed, each and everything has been restored individually to its original state. So a process is right from metal works to paints to wooden works. A lot of old cars have wooden works and lots of them. A lot of old cars have a lot of different material upholstery to work with. So you work with different kinds of textiles. So you need to have a good carpenter, a good tenter, a painter, then a tailor. Then you need everyone possible to get together. And then main thing is to coordinate to all these people to work together and finish the project on time. So this is another thing that we are looking at, to have good leaderships also coming up who want to get into this industry and restore old cars. I have one more thing in context of this, who would want to come into the industry. Today, the government is saying that, ban 10-year-old cars, 15-year-old cars. I would say banning a 10-year-old, 15-year-old car on the road, even if it is fit enough to travel or fit enough to transport a person from A to B, it should not be allowed to just, go in the garbage or go in the...
recycling.
Yeah, recycling, even if it is a fit car.
Correct.
So fitness should be important. And with fitness, of course, there would be small restoration works that each and every car will require. So this skill, if you develop, you will have new age modern cars of 15-year-old also to cater to. So it's not that this skill is only going to be used for vintage cars. Tomorrow you might have to upholster a 15-year-old car also, or dent or paint a 15-year-old car also, if it is mechanically fit enough. So all these skills are necessary, and I think young people should get into more skilled works to keep these things running.
So what is the most unique car जब तक आपने restore करी है, something that is very close to your heart, and how much time and efforts did it take, to get it ready?
For in my projects that I have done till now, I have restored an old Ford Model A, which my dad had bought very long back. This was my own car, and I wanted it to be back on the road. It was lying idle since almost 20 years in the garage doing nothing. And I always kept that why are you not restoring? Why are you not restoring? But the day I came into the business, I thought I know we should restore it, and slowly and steadily I restored that car. But I did it with full conviction of how I wanted it to be.
Okay.
So I did all the jobs right. It did take me time. Of course, time and money is important there.
Okay.
So you could not just put all the money that you have into one project. So we went ahead and did that project. It took a long time, around 4 to 5 years, but I did it very well. The car was mechanically very fit. Whatever I had done from ground level restoration was done as probably the A model Fords would have come out from the company. And I was very happy with the result that it finished too. I had not completely finished the project,
Okay.
and then I had to discard it for some other reason. But I sold off that car, and but it was a very close project to my heart. Other than that, there is one very exciting project that is coming up, which I have done part restorations in that project, and rest of the project is pending due to some parts that have still not arrived from abroad. So once that is done, that is going to be one of my most iconic projects.
Okay.
So I'm looking forward for that.
So one of the main challenges that I think is कि इतने पुराने models हैं, तो उनके जो parts निकालना, parts को ढूंढना या parts को बनाना वापस से, तो how do you manage that?
I think what we are doing is high level act of patience. So you do get frustrated seeing something not being done,
Right.
but you have to have the patience in the world to wait for the right part and the right time to finish it off. So there are certain times when you feel, and you're again the right person to finish that job.
Correct.
So all the three things in together, when they are there, then definitely the project happens via, the car turns out well. If you keep any of these, if you try to make a shortcut in any of these three aspects, then you can ruin the project. So then what will happen, and if it is half-heartedly done, in another 5-10 years, the car will again start requiring work.
Quality नहीं.
Quality नहीं आ पाती. You need to have the right person working on it at the right time and with the right parts.
That's correct. So 50 to 70 years पुराने parts restore करना. How do you manage to do that?
Thanks to technology. We are so blessed to, probably start working in this age where you have 3D printers around you, your fancy CNC machines around you, best of the lathe machines around you. So you can work out and, get out good parts as required. Sometimes, in fact, world over, in all the concours are basically competitions of vintage cars. It is said that today the restoration works are far superior than what probably the companies used to do. As in, at that moment when the car had come out from the factory, people are rebuilding the cars so well that they're better than the factory finish.
Right.
So you can imagine, due to the technology, we are being able to do that. Though I'm not a full-time supporter of that, I think quality of workmanship in terms of practicality is necessary. In terms of beautification is not that necessary.
Further.
See, there are certain vehicles which I have seen from the factory had come with a little odd panel gaps. So it's okay. A little flaw here and there is okay. You can't have everybody having, the most perfection in everything. So yeah, I think that is what you should look for.
Got it. And what you are doing is, personally, I feel it's keeping on a tradition जो आप tradition आगे pass on कर रहे हो अपनी
Correct.
upcoming generation.
Correct.
What do you have to say about that?
See, I feel I'm fortunate enough to get something like this in my portfolio, where I can take such a big tradition from my family and work on it and probably pass it on to the future generations. Though I am a little scared with the skilled labor availability and skill that is to be done, but still, passion is not going to go. Passion which is carried forward from 3 generations is going to go to the 4th generation also. So I'm sure that they are also equally excited when I say we are going for a vintage car drive at 6 o'clock morning. My son and my daughter are up and ready to come with me. So I'm happy enough to see that. So I'm sure that will keep them also going.
That's correct. That's correct. And what message would you like to give to the automotive enthusiast in just my students here and even outside the organization who want to get into this field? What is one particular message?
See, I think automobile enthusiasts do not need any kind of this thing for the vintage cars. Any of those who are looking at the vintage cars will automatically get attracted to it. In fact, the best part about the vintage cars are when you get out on the road, you are giving a smile to everybody, every age group, right from a child to an old, grandfather, grandmother, looking at the car and smiling, and you're happy enough to own one.
Nostalgia.
Yeah, nostalgia and own one.
Okay.
So, just driving down to your campus from Ahmedabad, I had so many people waving to me, and I was happy enough to do that.
That's correct.
So, I'm happy that I'm getting such a privileged, hobby or passion to carry forward.
Absolutely. Okay, so with this, we'll conclude this Pod Squad. Thank you so much for being here. Aapki journey, aapki insights, and the restoration work you are doing is beyond imagination and appreciation.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you.
So